D minor blues is one of the most expressive and soul-stirring forms in the jazz and blues genres, captivating listeners with its melancholic depth and emotional complexity. It's also a super fun chord structure to play around with, so today I'm going to show you how to approach the minor blues on the acoustic guitar in 5 progressive steps, ensuring that no matter your level, you will be able to get closer to this incredible style. Of course, step number 1 is the blues structure. The most popular blues structure is the 12-bar blues. In a blues in E minor, this means playing the E minor 7th chord for 4 measures, the A minor 7th chord for 2 measures, and the E minor 7th chord again for 2 measures. Then we have a beautiful C major 7th for 1 measure, and a B minor 7 for 1 measure, E minor 7 for 1 measure, and back to the B minor 7. You could also play a B dominant 7th here to add more tension to the structure. Now at this stage you can use a guitar pick to play the chords while alternating between 2 different bass notes. It sounds like this. Now, step number 2 is quite fun because it involves playing riffs between chords. This not only adds rhythm to the chords, but also introduces a recurring melodic part that makes the chords sound more familiar and groovy. We will use the E minor pentatonic scale for the riff, and at this stage, you can still use a guitar pick. Now, this is the E minor pentatonic scale. However, we're not going to be using all the notes. In fact, we will only focus on 3 notes per chord. So E minor and A minor. And then repeat the same notes for the other chords. Let me play it for you. Now, step 3, let's talk about fingerstyle guitar. If you want to add a melody to the blues, you have to get used to picking the strings with your fingers. This will allow you to combine chords along with a melody. Now, you can start as simple as playing the bass note of each chord followed by the melody. Of course, we also want to build upon what we've learned so far, so let's keep those riffs between chords as well. We'll use the minor pentatonic in different positions of the neck to create a beautiful melody. So let's get rid of the guitar pick and let's use our fingers. Now for the melody, we're going to be mainly using our index and middle finger. And for the riffs, I'll use the thumb. Now let me play the example slowly. Now this sounds awesome, but we are missing something, right? Some chords. So let's add them to the finger picking part. In this section, we carefully fill in some of the gaps with strummed chords. Since we are using finger picking, you will have to strum with your index finger. So we are going to add a couple of simple strums that are always down strokes, and we strum just one time. Let me give you an example for the E minor chord. Strum. Now let's apply the same concept to the other chords. Step 5 is the final touch that involves adding a percussion to the blues. This will make it sound groovy and super fun to play. However, it will also make things more challenging. We are using two types of percussions, the thumb slap and the thumb slap and strum. We will use those techniques always on the second and the fourth count. And with the thumb slap, we strike the string with the left side of the thumb. And with the thumb slap and strum, we will still use the thumb slap technique, but we will also add a strum at the same time. So now here's the example on the E minor chord. Awesome sound. Now the last thing we need is the beginning and the end of these beautiful blues. So we open up with a quite short intro that sounds like this. And then the melody. So it's a nice intro, it's very short, it starts with a riff on the top two strings, and then we have the riff played with the thumb, and we finish with a beautiful strum playing the B minor 7th chord. Now for the ending we play this pentatonic phrase. So I am playing the bass note, low E, and then this phrase. I hope I made you fall in love with the minor blues. Please let me know what's your favorite exercise. Do you like it simple and just strum a few chords, or do you prefer the more intricate thumb slapping technique? Let me know, I'm curious. I'm going to leave you to practice this. Enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you next time.